bro. Bro, I'm not gonna cap, bro. Nah, you ain't gotta do that this time. You not
Uh,
gotta do that this time.
I was getting ready. You see the arm came back here, and I was
Yeah,
ready.
that's why I stopped you. I was like, hey, hey, if y'all only knew the like the stuff that goes on in the back, like in the backstage before the show starts, y'all would be dying too. But we can't show that part. Oh, but
Yeah,
listen, y'all. I got my homeboy. Listen, I know y'all know him for the Handicap and Chill podcast, but he actually does a lot more than Handicap and Chill podcast. Hell, he do more than me. He do way more than me.
I ain't
He's
gonna say
a
that.
he's an artist. He's got his own website. He's a motivational speaker. And then I just found out a couple weeks ago he was in the movie.
Yeah, that's
So
falling.
so I gotta reintroduce the homie, Mykal 57. What's had there, boy?
We ain't got no clap track, so
Nah,
my
I ain't
God,
that.
47. Let's go. What's up? What's up, world? What's up? Mike Hill 57, I'm here.
so so for people who don't know, give them a brief like rundown of who you are. Okay, then I got some questions I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Some gonna throw you off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but we gonna get to it.
Oh, I'm ready for an ice kid, man. All right, man. It's Mike Hill 57, man. MYKAL 57. That's me, man. I'm a rapper. I ain't dropped nothing in a while, but I'm a rapper.
Like
I'm
9 years.
an Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm a rapper. I'm an actor. I'm a model. I'm a motivational speaker, and I'm a disability advocate. And I can be your boyfriend if you look good enough. You know what I mean?
He said that to the women. He ain't saying that to the grown man. No disrespect to the men though. No disrespect to the men though. You know what I'm saying? It did. That just
Yeah,
don't float his boat.
I am saying that to the women only, but love who you love. It's all good
I,
over here.
I didn't even know you was a model. Like talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Why?
I'll let you do the interview. I'll bring it up later.
I ain't gonna lie. Why every time I talk to you, right? Like, cause we do a show like every couple weeks. We try to do it every week, but stuff be happening. But but like, we do a show every couple weeks, and every time I talk to you, you're doing something different. Like a couple months ago, like nah. Let's keep it all real. You called me a couple days ago. You was like, "Yo, rude." I was like, "What's up, bro?" He was like, "I know you want to do the show, but I gotta do this handicap advocate thing." Like I'm gonna sit back and be like, "Nah, you can't." Nigga, this, hey, look, bro, go do your thing. By the
Hey,
way, shameless plug, shameless plug. I got a project out called Handicap Advocate. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah, for sure.
I'm a handicap advocate myself. It's on the Rudelife NASA YouTube channel, which where you're gonna find this episode too. So go check it out. But
Make sure you go check that out. Check my boy Rude out. He an advocate too. We
yeah, that's a
advocating
fact.
out here.
That's a
Yeah,
fact. See, we all separate. Like I'm working on. See, he's working on his artistry, his model, his handicap. You know, being a handicap advocate. I'm working on I'm working on my journalism and my media, being a media personality. When I mean journalism, doing interviews like this.
yeah, for sure.
So enough about me. Let's talk about you, bro. The name Mykal 57, right? I know
Yeah.
your real. I know your real name. I'm not gonna put that out on the public just yet until you're ready. But where did the name Mykal 57 come from?
All right, so it is a story behind that. Good question, man. You a good interviewer, man. You doing your thing with this journalism shit, man. All
I'm
right,
trying. I'm getting there.
so 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 my birth given name is Michael. My dad named Michael. I'm a junior, right? But my
Hmm.
mom wanted me to be named Michael. She was somewhere and she saw the name Michael, but it was spelled different. And she thought it was Michael. So she was like, cool, I like Michael. But my dad wanted me to be named the junior Michael after him. So my actual name is Michael. But everybody on my mother's side call me Michael. So they've been calling me Michael since I came into the world. In '05, my mama died. Rest in peace to her. She was a real one. And
Rest in peace, Mama
her
Love.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, her birth year was 1957. So when she died, to keep her memory alive, I put the 57 on the end of my on the end of Mykal, and that's how it became Mykal 57.
Right. That's actually fire. See, like
Yeah.
I like people that got names that has a story. Like some people be like, yo, my name is Cash Money Bob. And y'all know y'all broke. But like but like let's get to it. Like so all right, so for those who don't know, you have a disability also because you know you say you're a disability advocate. So you have a disability. What's your disability, man?
Man, I got cerebral palsy. You know, CP, we up in here. CP up in here. You know how we do. This C for cerebral palsy. It ain't for nothing else. We up in here cerebral palsy. That's me.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, throw
might
you,
be a
throw
look.
you,
Might
throw
be a
your
little different.
sleeves up.
Might be a little different for me though. Might be a little different for me. Okay. All right. Now listen. Now listen. Now let's stick on this topic real quick because I feel like you one of the people who could like really break this down for the viewers and for the people who don't know, like you know, like the people who are not really in the loop of cerebral palsy. Because I think when people see people with cerebral palsy or in a wheelchair or walking on sticks or whatever they get, you know, I think they get the wrong impression. So, how does your cerebral palsy affect you?
Okay, so let me tell you a little backstory. So when I was born premature and breech. I was born breech. That means I came out feet first instead of head first. So because of that, I missed oxygen to my brain for like 2 seconds. So
Right.
that's how I got cerebral palsy. Um, so for me, it affects my balance mostly, and my fine motor skills with my hands. So so I use crutches to walk most of the time. If I'm going somewhere like the Mall of America, which is a big mall we have here in Minnesota, or I'm going grocery shopping like I did today, and I'm carrying bags and shit, then I use my wheelchair that y'all see me in. But like most of the time, I just use crutches to walk. My fine motor skills, it's affected. So I didn't learn to tie my shoe till I was like 8 years old. And like zipping in my coat, I can do it, but it takes some time. Buttoning my button up, it takes time. Cutting out coupons, it's a little slow. I text and type very slow too. So my hands are affected somewhat because of my fine motor skills, but mostly my balance is affected. And since the brain tell the body what to do,
Mhm.
that's why I have a difficulty with my balance.
Right. Okay. So, for those who don't know, like I feel like like my Cal 57 is like he my CP brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I have cerebral palsy too. So pretty much what he goes through, I go through. But cerebral palsy can affect people in different ways. You know what
Right.
I mean? That's what people don't understand. Some people with cerebral palsy, uh, you may not know that they have it until they tell you. Some people with
Yeah.
cerebral some people with cerebral palsy is very visible because some people with cerebral palsy can't move at all. Some people with cerebral palsy can't talk. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to see Mykal 57 over overcome boundaries like he has with being an artist, a model, you know, being a movie star. Now we gonna get into that because I'm very shocked about it because I'm gonna tell you how I found out, but I'm very shocked about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, like cerebral palsy is no joke, but like cause me I guess I was breached too because I got too much oxygen to my brain. You know what I mean? So that's what my cerebral
Oh,
palsy happened.
you didn't get enough oxygen to your brain. You mean right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah.
My fault. I ain't getting enough oxygen to my brain. Um, and you know, I found out I got cerebral palsy. Now, he can walk on sticks. I can't because I'll fall. Like I gotta like you know what I'm saying? Like my balance gets really messed up off of that. So I have to like when I'm in a chair, I have to be in a chair with arms. Um when I'm you know what I'm saying, if I walk with a walker, I gotta tie my arms down because I can fall real easily, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. That's how my cerebral palsy gets affected. So me and him go through similar situations, just different stories. I
Well,
think that go ahead.
bro, you do have a walker though, or you don't?
I can't. I don't have one at the apartment I'm at right now. I had one, you know what I'm saying, but my apartment's kind of small, so I can't have everything in there. Joint. You feel me?
Okay.
And I would be completely honest with you, because I'm not ashamed. You know what I'm saying? I'm very open about everything that I do. You know, the person I am. For me to get around, uh around my house, or if I'm at a girl's crib or whatever. Like I
Yeah.
let her know, like yo, like I let her know, like yo, I crawl because I'm more independent and I can do things on my own with me crawling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so but like you said, sometimes it takes a little while for me to put on my clothes, just like
Yeah.
you. Um, you can put on your shoes. I'm not. I can put on my socks. I can put on my pants. I can put on my shirt if it's not a button up or you know what I'm saying. I can put on a button up, but I can't. I'm not good with button ups.
Okay.
Um, as far as like the belt situation, like the belt already has to be in the pants for me. Like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? But
Yeah.
that's just how I handle stuff. But I just wanted to know that I just wanted people to know that like we all have cerebral palsy, but it can affect us in different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One last thing about that. If y'all know the rapper Blind Fury, that was on 106 and Park Freestyle Battle back in the day. If I'm not wrong, he got cerebral palsy too, but he blind. So it do affect people differently. And I used to watch American Ninja Warrior. You know how they do all them obstacle courses. It was a guy on there with cerebral palsy, and he almost made it to the end and won. He was like the third place. So he got a real fake case of it to be able to be on American Ninja Warrior and do that well. But yeah, like Rue said, sometimes you don't know they got cerebral palsy, and sometimes it's like over the top obvious, so you never know.
Sometimes you don't know they got it until they tell you. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Right.
so it's not like see this what people with cerebral palsy like. We don't go around people with cerebral palsy or people in a wheelchair. We don't go around being like, hey, you got cerebral palsy, you're in a wheelchair. What happened? We don't think about this. We just live life regularly, man. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You, like you in a wheelchair, we all in a wheelchair. You walk on crutches, we all walk on crutches. It's just how we are in our own community. Because I think with people with disabilities, we're our own community too. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Man, the funny thing about that, I was just I think I was at Target one day and a random person walked up to me and I forgot the name he said, but he was like, "You know this guy named Jack?" And I'm like, "Nah." And then he was like, "Oh, I thought you might have known him because he got polio." I'm like, "You think I know everybody with a disability because I
Yeah,
got a
like
disability?" Like, come on, bro. What
yeah, like that's just like saying, I thought you knew this girl named Keisha because you black. Like what, bro?
Yeah,
Like
I was like, bro, no, I don't know. I don't know, dude, man.
right, right, right. So let me ask you this, right? So your everyday life, how does cerebral palsy affect your everyday life? Like going out places, females, like how do you maintain having cerebral palsy and still able to live a regular life?
Okay, so me personally, I don't drive. I know some people can do the hand pedals. I ain't got to that point in my life. I don't know if I ever will, because to be real, I got a fear of driving. That's just my own personal thing. So I use something called Metro Mobility. So with Metro Mobility here in the Twin Cities, you schedule a ride like a day before and tell them what time you want them to pick you up and where you want to go. and what time you want them to come get you. Now, this service is pretty good. It ain't perfect, but it's pretty good. They'll take you if you want to go to the strip club. They'll take you to the strip club. It ain't no you can go anywhere you want to go. So
Right.
not just like doctor's appointments. I know a lot of states got a service like that, but they only take you to like doctors or school or something. Nah, Metro Mobility, they'll take you to the strip club if that's where you want to go. Now, I don't really do strip club too much. I go every now and then, but I ain't paying for no lap dance. But anyway, go ahead. And then okay, so I don't drive. And it just takes me longer to do shit. So like if you like one of the people that be like, hey, Mykal, I'm gonna be at your house in 5 minutes and I ain't jumped in the shower, it ain't gonna happen. I need it to happen. I'm not this I remember I was talking to this chick one time and we about to go somewhere. We had plans, right? So so she picked me up, but when she came up in the apartment, she wanted to have sex. So okay, we end up having sex, but then she mad because I can't throw my clothes back on in 5 minutes and be ready like her. I'm like, bro, I can't get dressed fast as you. You want to have sex. I was ready to go out the door. But I ain't gonna turn the sex down. So I'm like, all right.
I know that's right. That hey, I'm glad you said something about that because
Yeah,
I don't want to cut you off, bro, but I'm glad you opened that door.
yeah. So that what happens. So it just take me longer to do most of the regular everyday stuff. But I can do most of the regular everyday stuff myself. But I need some help with something. Like if I go to a
Now,
birthday, I got my crutches. I'm gonna need some help because I can't really fix the plate with all them people, and then I need help carrying it back to the
n-
table. So
let me ask you this: with you having cerebral palsy and you know that you need help, are you too proud to ask for help, or will you say, hey, I might need your help with this?
man, I will ask for help, but I got a little pride. Plus, to be honest, man, I got a little childhood trauma because there's people in my family and shit that wasn't too cool about helping. So
Okay.
like they're and be pouting and ball their face up when you ask for help. So I try not to ask for help and do shit on my own, and that's how I became so independent. But sometimes if I need help, I ask. Strangers are usually more helpful than people you know. Sad, but that's usually how it is in my case.
Right.
But
So you say you had some childhood trauma because you probably needed some help. You asked for help, but they, oh man, what? How I was gonna, they out they did that BS with the, oh man,
yeah,
oh, why I was gonna help you? What you need now? What? Yeah, like
that's it.
we all go through that, and like that ticks you off, right? So did you use that as fuel to be like, you know what? I'm a I'm gonna figure out a way so I don't gotta ask nobody to help me no more.
Yeah, I try to do that with most things. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes me and one of my brothers class, but he taught me how to carry my wheelchair up the stairs.
Oh, that's dead.
Now it's dangerous because one slip, it's a wrap. But one time I almost fell and I let the wheelchair go and then I hurry up and grab the rail. So I don't do it that often, but push comes to a shove, I can do it.
Nah,
So
cause like you short, so you on like
I know.
you grabbing wheelchairs trying to be Superman. That ain't gonna work. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it before, but I try to. Usually, somebody help me, but it's been a couple of times where I had to do it. But
I ain't gonna lie, gang. That wheelchair would have been right at the bottom of the floor, so somebody would have
but,
got came through and got that.
but I never learned how to. You know how people can willy down the stairs. I never learned how to do, and I be seeing dudes like they know how to put the wheelchair on the escalator and ride up and ride down. I ain't figured that one out yet
Yeah,
either.
nigga, this ain't Fast and the Furious. Nigga, the fuck.
Because if you fuck up, you gonna die. If you fall on the escalator too hard, you could die. So I've been scared to try that shit because they get on the escalator backwards. So man, I ain't never did that one yet. And but
All right,
yeah,
so I gotta ask you. I'm so sorry for cutting you off, bro, but I gotta ask you this question because I need you to validate what I always tell these females.
all right,
Every listen, everybody just because we in a wheelchair or we have a disability does not mean we cannot have sex. Now, some people with disabilities can't do it. I'm
right.
not. I'm not taking away from anybody that really can't do it, but a lot of us. Hey, I strongly believe in this saying: if there is a will, there will be a way.
But shoulder, and there's always a wheel. We got two wheels right here. Shit. So
Even if I couldn't think, I tell a girl, sit down right here, and just relax. You know, like
yeah, but so I mean, man, I don't want to say thank God, but I'm thankful that I can have sex. So man, hey,
man,
my
listen, you can say that because it's a lot of people who can't. It's a lot of people who's in a worse position than us, and I'm not knocking nobody.
I know, but I
But
don't know if I want to say thank God for sex. I don't know if I want to say that.
man, listen, Adam and Eve had to do something. Like I don't, yeah,
True that, true that. So in my case, I can. Now, I can't do 10 different positions. I only got a couple positions I can do. But the positions I can do, it get the job done. So shit,
yeah, like real niggas know what real niggas know what the cerebral palsy. We know it's a good 2 or 3 positions. We
yeah, you got you
it's a good. And then listen. When we have sex, like we use the muscles in our body that we ain't used like that. So we need to sit down for a second because we hurt them. We tired. Like you gotta.
nah, man, that's why I be working now, man. I be trying. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to. You never know. I gotta stay ready, man. I try, but yeah,
Give
you
me
do.
a give me
Yeah,
an hour. Give me an hour. Give me a sandwich. Let me get some Gatorade and take a quick nap, and I'm good to go for another. All right. So let's. All right. So I just wanted to clear that up. So all right. All right. So what you want to talk about next? You want to talk about your movie? You want to talk about your premiere? You want to talk about your music that you don't do for some reason? Or you would you? Would you
Let's talk about some movies. ah, so you I was, I was you ain't lying though. I'm gonna drop something next year though. I said I was, but I'm gonna drop something next.
I feel you. So, all right. What? Okay. How did this movie? Okay. First of all, what's the movie called?
The movie is called Out of Time.
All right. So, how did you go from? How did you go from motivational speaker to model to now you a movie star? Like, how did this all come about?
Well, man, that modeling acting shit kind of go hand in hand. So once I came to the agency and started doing the modeling, I was like, well, shit, I'm in front of the camera. Let me try some acting. So I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no agent for acting. So I just gotta find shit on my own. So man, one day I was on Craigslist, man, and they were shooting a film and looking for some extras, and I got that role and got paid. Now I don't know if that film ever came out. I was in a Christmas movie with my homie 50 Tyson. 50 Tyson from Minnesota. He went viral years back. If y'all know 50, look him up. He rapping. He got autism. Hey, we should have him on the show one day. But yeah, and then I found this movie on Craigslist too. Uh, somebody in my city was doing a movie. I went there. I thought I was just gonna be an extra, but I did get one line in the movie. So I got a line in this joint and my name in the credits. And the movie was in the Twin Cities Film Festival and in the Black Twin Cities Film Festival. So I had two movie premieres, red carpet, everything. And yeah, man, it was nice to see my face on the big screen. And the movie is a drama about a mother that's she needs some medication for her son that's sick, but she can't get it because the medication costs too much. So it's a whole big thing with that, trying to fight the insurance company, and it's a lot of stuff that go on, a lot of twists and turns, a lot of plot twists. But yeah, man, it should be out for like public consumption like next year. But we have a
Facts,
film festival, but like you'll be able to buy it streaming online next year.
facts. Okay, so like, what was your role in the movie?
I was an employee at the insurance company that made the at the drug company that made the drug.
I ain't gonna lie, that's fire, G.
Yeah.
All right, so how was the experience?
Oh man, it was good. Great people. The director, all the actors, man, they showed me love. It was my first movie that got released. It was I was a little nervous, but man, they made me feel comfortable and it was great, man. We stayed on set for a couple hours. We had snacks and man, we just shot and had a good time, man. And
Did
I
you
met
did you have to did you have to learn your lines or whatever, or was it how'd it
well,
go?
I was kind of like a e- exaggerated extra, so they just gave me my line when I got there. So I practiced it a little bit, and then when they said action, I had to perform. So
Did you get some exaggerated extra money?
I got paid for the film. I got paid for
Okay.
the film, so it was nice little something. I'm just starting out, but I did get paid for the film. Yeah, they showed the love, put a little something in my pocket. I
All right,
appreciate.
so all right, what you doing this modeling thing, what you doing this what you doing this movie thing, right? Does it how does it help your confidence, especially with you having a disability? How does doing the movie modeling artists coming together? How does this help your confidence, man? With your cerebral palsy.
It really helped my confidence because people not used to seeing people with a physical disability in them spaces. So when they're like, oh, you act, you was on a big screen. Oh, you was in the film festival. Oh, you did a shoot for Target. You on Walmart, Amazon, Target website. So people be surprised, and at a get a little offended because they be so shocked. But then it's like it's representation is important, man. When I was young, I didn't see nobody with no disability modeling. Now I can go up in Target. Last time I was in Target, I seen a billboard in the store. It was a black kid with glasses on and a walker, and he was the billboard. And I was like, that was me as a kid. I had glasses. Before the crutches, I had the walker, and I'm black. I didn't. If I would have saw that growing up, I would have been acting way before I did. Because the crazy story about that, I had a teacher in high school, and he said, "Oh, you in nice shape, and man, you look nice. You should contact some magazines and see if you can model their clothes or something." And when that was like 98, 99, when he said that, I laughed it off because, excuse me, I never seen no body in magazines or modeling with a disability. I kind of laughed it off, but he was right, man. I owe that man a thank you, man. Like he saw he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself because of lack of representation. You know what I mean?
Right, that's a fact. So the so because all right, so let me let me set this question up like this, right? So I feel like me doing this podcast, right, and me bringing people like you on to hear y'all stories, to share y'all experiences, right? I feel like that's my calling to allow people to come on my platform to talk and have a conversation. That's why I said I think I'm gonna be a media personality and a journalist because this is my way of helping people. Do you feel like do you feel like everything that you're doing? Do you feel like in your own way you're making a difference? Like would you be an actor? Would you be a model? Being a rapper, whatever the case may be, do you feel like you're opening doors? Do you feel like you're making a difference?
Yeah, that's my point. I want other kids to see and adults with disabilities to see, man, you can do it too. Michael 57 do it. He out here acting. He out here rapping. He out modeling. He's speaking up. He an activist. He got girlfriends. He go to the club. He go to the bar. He ain't scared to speak what's on his mind. He ain't scared to create content. He getting on the podcast with Rule Life NASA. You know, anything you want to do, he an entrepreneur. You can be that too. So sometimes you just gotta see somebody that looks like you, that you relate to, that you be like, oh man, they doing it, I can do it too. So it's like, man, like when I seen Blind Fury on 106 and Park freestyling back in the day and whooping their asses, man, that kind of opened my eyes. I was like, okay, he rap, I rap, and then I really had bars and he got bars too. So I was like, man, and I just related to him so much because man, he got CP like me, I think, and he was blind and he was up there killing shit, and he won for weeks and weeks in a row, and became the freestyle champion. So I was like, man, I really felt that in my soul, man. Shout out to Blind Fury, man. He don't even know me. I talked to him on Facebook a time or two, but I don't even know him. But man, he really inspired me to keep going with this shit, man. So shout out to him, man.
All right, so look, so what I'm about to ask you is a two-part question. All right, so okay, so for a person, all right, so you're in a wheelchair, you have a disability. So I know you deal with a lot of females that sit back and say, I don't know if I want to be with somebody in a wheelchair, or you deal when you see some females who don't want to talk to a person with a disability because because of whatever their own reasons. All right, now let me ask you this question: for somebody who looks at somebody with a disability, whether they're in a wheelchair, whether they have crutches or whatever, for somebody who looks at somebody with a disability and they kind of judge us, right? They look at us and they say, "Well, he has a disability. What can he do for me?" Or I don't know. I don't know how I can handle this. I don't know if I can handle somebody with a disability. What can you say to a person who basically judges you before getting to know you, or judges the book by its cover and not try to read the story?
Man, I'm gonna be real. It ain't for everybody because if you ain't patient, if you ain't a patient person, you probably don't want to be with somebody with disability because it's gonna take them longer to do shit. And I come across a lot of people that just ain't patient. And if you care what other people think about you a whole lot, you might not want to be because people gonna stare. They gonna how they looks. They gonna say their little shit. I went on a date with a woman recently, and then her friends was like, "Oh, the handicap dude," because her friends just knew me from me being outside. So they're like, "Oh, I know him. You mean the handicap dude? Y'all going on a date?" And the funny thing is, when you disabled, you don't hear how people talk about disabled people because if they know you in the room, they don't say how they really feel. But
Yeah, they got to tuck their tail. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it was so I seen this. podcast. I think it's called Eight at the Table. I watch a lot of their content. They got good content, but they asked the question of would you date somebody in a wheelchair or something? And I never really heard an honest conversation because I got a disability, so people don't say it to my face. And then every now and then I might be in a car and they got the car speaker on, so the person don't know I'm in the car. So it's very rare that you get to really hear people honest truth about how they feel about dating somebody with disability. But I just do me. But I mean, if you look nice and you a good woman and you don't care about what people think, and I am a fly nigga. I keep myself up, man. You know, I ain't get to get dressed to impress a day, but I like to try to work out. I got a little game. I got some money to, go out and do fun stuff. I'm always outside, so hey, man, my DM's
Do
always open,
do you get mad? Do you get mad when somebody doesn't want to date you because you have a disability?
No, not really. Cause man, on the real, it might be. It's certain reasons why I don't want to date certain women. So whatever your reason is for not wanting to date me, that's cool. You ain't waste my time. Now don't waste my time and act like you cool with a disability when you ain't, or you ain't vibing with me, or something like that. But usually I can tell when somebody ain't vibing with me just because I'm a observant person. But no, I can't get mad because I get it. 'Cause it's like, man, if a person is way, way severely more disabled than me, I just won't be able to help them. So me dating them probably won't work if I gotta help you get in the bed, or get in the car or get dressed. I have a hard time getting myself dressed a little bit. So like me helping somebody else getting dressed and lifting them up when I don't have good balance, it'll be difficult. So I understand the difference. So like somebody that can walk might not want to deal with somebody with a disability, or they might. It just depends. But nah, I don't get mad because I might not like you because of your attitude. So
So the way that I look at things is that this is just me. I'm not speaking for you. This is just me. I feel like if you struggling, right, you should go be with somebody that's struggling too. Like, how's that gonna help? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go with somebody that can help you get to better places. Like, if I can't move, like it's like all right, it's like if I don't got no arms and you ain't got no arms, how we gonna open the door? We gotta figure out some. We gotta figure out some way to open the door. You know what I mean? So,
it's and that is true, man. So that's why I say I date somebody with a disability if it's like my disability level, or a little better, or a little worse. But if it's way worse, I probably can't do it just because I can't physically help you in no way. But
so so basically, what he's trying to say, people, is we don't, because me especially, because what a lot of people don't know is I used to not really talk to people in a wheelchair like me, like try to date people in a wheelchair like me, because the situation might be different than mine. But I've learned to be more open to it because we all go through things.
yeah, me, I date somebody with a disability. It's just if it's severely different than mine and I can't help you, then we can't help each other. So you can't help me if I need some help. I can't help her. So how it's gonna work? If
Right. I
it,
like the way you said that.
yeah, but if we both got disabilities and I have dated a woman or two with disabilities, and it was fine. Now, most of the women I date don't got disabilities, but that's just because a physical disability is a minority. So I'm not in a lot of disability groups to come across a lot of disability people. I didn't play adaptive sports when I was in school, and yeah, so I
Right.
don't be like, well, all the disabled people hang out. Let me go. I just go to regular places, and if I run into a disabled person, then cool. But
And this is what people don't know too. I'll be the first one to say it. A lot of people with disabilities, we don't really talk to other people with like we don't really date other people with disabilities for real. We kind of date people that are able bodied. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we a lot of times we used to want to prove to people that we could do what y'all can do. You know what I'm saying? So maybe not now. Maybe not now. Because when you get older and you start to understand, like, I love me for me. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But a lot of people with disabilities don't talk to other people with disabilities. It's not that common, people. Like
And I think part of it is just like being disabled with a physical disability is a minority. So you just ain't running into a lot of disabled people. Period. Like when I go out somewhere, I don't see too many people with a disability. A physical disability, grocery store. I'm in my wheelchair. I might see another person using like the store electric chair thing. But like when I go to the club or the bar, I'm usually the only person in there with a disability. But if I see somebody else with a disability, I give them the head nod, like, what's up? Because a lot of disabled people don't really go outside either. Like, they don't go outside and do much. So
right,
I be
right,
trying to campaign like, hey, y'all come outside. Because when I'm outside, I want to see y'all outside too. So come outside every now and then, man. So I can say what up to you. You know what I
right,
mean?
right. I got a couple more things, and then I'm gonna let let you get about here because I know you kind of busy or whatever the case may be. Um, the first thing I'm gonna say is like, well, let me see how I'm gonna say this. The first thing I'm gonna say is like, as far as being handicapped, right?
Yeah.
Because this is what this is what I've realized, right? Um, a lot of people, a lot of people never, like you said, we're a minority, so a lot of people never experienced or never grew up around or never been around people with disabilities. So a lot of people don't know how to act, react, or don't know how to handle people with disabilities. So therefore, anybody who has a disability and they get upset, oh, you don't like me, you know what I'm saying? They get upset because people not reacting to them like they want them to. You can't get upset because a lot of people don't know how to handle people with disabilities because they've never been around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's like sometimes what they do with me a lot, like they ask me like, "Do you need help?" And I'm like, "No." And then like, "You
Yeah.
sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You sure? You sure? You sure?" And they keep asking me because, like, say when I'm getting in the car, I get in the car slower than you, so it looks like I'm struggling, but I'm not. That's just how my body works. So if I tell you I got it, I really do got it. You know what I mean? But
Right.
sometimes I need help, but if I tell you I got it, then I got it. You know what I mean? So and don't question me over and over. Do I got it? You know what I mean? So
That
that
that's
happens.
a fact. Okay, so I want to know this, right? What made you? Because you're a man of all. You're a man of many trades, right? What made you become a handicap advocate
Man,
or a disabled advocate, whatever you want to call it, a disability advocate, whatever you want to say?
somebody put me on to a company named Act what is it? Advocating something together. I'm drawing a blank right now. But anyway, the company Armstead and they had an ACT program and they do the disability advocacy program. And somebody that I know already told me about the program, and it was a great program where you go through this training to become an advocate, and you stay at a hotel for like 3 days, and then it's like a convention, and then they give you a certificate and everything. It was like a good time. I met good people, and this was the last installment when I went. What was that? Last week. So I did good, and they may want me to be on the board starting the top of next year, January. So I might be on the board for ACT and help with the advocacy program. And they do stuff in the community also. They do a lot of stuff. Um, it's a lady that works for the program that has a disability that is on the city council for the city of Maplewood here in the Twin Cities. That's a suburb of St. Paul. So it's a lot of people doing amazing things. They help people get apartments, stay in their apartments. They do a lot of things. Whatever you need help with, as far as the disability community go, they usually assist with it. So it's just a great thing to be a part of. So I
I
know I
was,
like to party and stuff too, but that's another side of me, you know.
you're really helping the community and helping the handicap community because what a lot of people don't understand, like I said before, this handicap and disability stuff, this is really a community because it's small to the world, but it's big to us. If that makes sense, because like we got it's Facebook groups with like disability Facebook groups and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it is. Yeah, I'm in a couple. I think I saw you in a couple. Yeah, I'm in a couple of those disability groups. I ain't really met too many people in there, but I talk a little bit. A lot of them in like different states, so it's hard
Right.
to. You know, one thing I want to talk about. I don't know if you ever experienced this. I've been on like dating sites for disabled people, and it usually is not enough people on there, so you don't see nobody in your state. But a lot of the other part I don't like about it, they usually like they charge a lot of money. Like they charge them.
Yeah.
It ain't like a like you know how Tinder you can pay for it, but it's also free. You can do most of like POF free. It's like some of
Yeah, the
those
black
yeah,
BLK free. Yeah.
right. So it's a lot of well, the last time I was on one, I ain't been on one in a while, but last time I was on one, they was like charging you just to send a message. And it's like some people with disabilities ain't got a lot of money. So you charging just to like do regular stuff that on regular on not regular apps, but other apps like Tinder and POF is free. So why are you
You
gonna
talk
charge?
about you talk about a lot of people with disabilities don't got money. A lot of people with just people just don't have money in general. Like
Right, exactly. A lot of people, and you're right. A lot of people in general don't have money, so like to be like price gouging on those disability dating sites, I think it's kind of crazy, man. So I just noticed that when I probably ain't been on one in like 5 years or so, so maybe shit changed. But man, I always thought that was kind of like would kill you.
all right, so let me say this quick story, and then I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna ask you a good question, and then I'm gonna let you tell your socials, and then we can take it from there. We can move
Uh,
from there. So like, so I'm in a couple of I'm in a couple of the disability Facebook groups, right? So I noticed it's a lot of people with disabilities in there looking for a date, looking for a good man, looking for a good woman, all that type of stuff, right? So I'm in here trying to, I'm in here trying to market myself or put myself out there for the Handicap and Chill podcast. By the way, me and Mykal 57 got a Handicap and Chill podcast on
so
Thursday. On
check that out.
Thursdays, sometimes it's once a week, sometimes it's once every couple weeks. We getting there. Anyways,
Right.
uh, so I'm in there. I was like, yo, I got a podcast, Handicap and Chill podcast. I specifically put the Handicap and Chill podcast in the handicap groups because we handicap, like put two and two together. So, so I saw this girl in that job, like she was handicapped or whatever. She was bad. I was like, all right, she looked good, whatever. So I sent the friend request. All right, so she hit me up. She hit me up. This was a couple days ago. I'm telling no lie. She hit me up a couple days ago. She said, she said, what's up? I was like, I was like, what's good? You know? She wanted to see my pictures or whatever. So I showed her my pictures. I'm not ashamed of myself. Showed her my pictures. And she was like, "Where you from?" I was like, "Yo, I'm from VA." She was like, "What part?" I was like, "Richmond." I never say where I'm really from. I'm not stupid. Cause Richmond is a broader area. You feel me? Like,
All right, right.
so I'm from Richmond. You know what I mean? So she was like, "I'm from Fredericksburg." Fredericksburg's like an hour or two away from me, so that's not that far. She
Okay.
was like, I'm from Fredericksburg. I live with my granny. I said, okay. Well, I get to it. You know me. I don't waste no time. Hey, so let me get your number or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can text or whatever. She was like, oh, I can't text right now. I can't talk on the phone, but you can hit me on Telegram. I don't know if you know what Telegram is.
Oh yeah, is it kind of like WhatsApp?
Yeah, but it's like an app where like you talk to people. It's like you talk to people on instant. It's like an instant message type of thing, but it's just like you just pick the person you want to talk to, talk with it. It's like a messenger joint,
Okay, can you video call on there?
video call. You can call her. You can do all that. Feel me?
Okay, okay.
So she was like, you could talk on Telegram now. Right when she said Telegram, I instantly got like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
seemed kind of, but I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do. Let me see what's up, right?
yeah,
So I'm on Telegram. You can follow me on Telegram if you want to. Rule life underscore NASA 710. But so I'm on Telegram. She talking to me or whatever, and like I'm like some of the things she was saying didn't make sense. So I'm like, oh, this is a scam. Like so I was like, she was in a disability group, right? So
yeah.
so I said, well, what's your disability? She said, oh, I don't have one. What? So I'm like, what? You don't got no disability? Oh, you trying to scam people with disabilities? Okay, I bet. You don't want to give me a number, but you want me to be on Telegram. And then like I'm like, so where do you work? What do you do? Oh, I work out of town. Skirt. Man, I blocked that girl so quick. I was like, oh, this is a scam if I ain't never seen one, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of scams on there. You gotta watch what because it's a lot of scams on dating sites and groups. Period. So it ain't no different with the disabled dating group.
Yeah.
Now,
I,
I was in this group called I might should be in it. It's called something like disabled and devotee. So I learned like a devotee is a person that don't have a disability, but they like people with disabilities or don't mind
oh
that
yeah,
group.
you told me about that shit. Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta let me find that. You gotta let me in that group. Let me in that group. I want to see
yeah.
what's up.
I found it was so I found it. So I talked to one lady. She actually lived in Africa, but we video called. She said she like dating disabled people because she been in a physically abusive relationships, and she don't think nobody with a physical disability can like fight her or abuse her. She
Shit. Hey,
actually,
look,
yeah,
shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you the real. Like a disabled person, a disabled person will put you through it because a lot of people with disabilities don't know how to handle having a disability yet. Like you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Especially if you weren't born with it. But even for the ones that are born with it, some of them it do make them angry and mad at the world. I mean, I get it. Luckily, that wasn't me. But that some people go through that, and some of them be angry. But if you let a disabled person beat you up, so what they saying like, come here, and then you come here, and then they grab you by the shirt and whoop your ass, man. Like I don't know. But I did see that shit on. I seen a video on Facebook. I shared it on my page years ago. I'm trying to find it, but it was a dude in a wheelchair, and there was another dude that wasn't. He was an able-bodied dude. He grabbed him by his shirt, and he started whooping his ass. He whooped the dude in the wheelchair. I ain't never seen no shit like that before.
I mean, people in the wheelchair can fight, bro. It's just like
Yeah, some
I think people get people with disabilities messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But but I told that story to tell people this, right? You gotta be careful when you talk to people, bro, because a lot of people intentions ain't pure. A lot of people just trying to get money, and a lot of people just trying to scam you. Like when I saw that, I damn that got up out the group. I got out the group. Said I blocked it, whatever the case may be. I don't do drama, bro. So like, and I feel like you don't want to give out your number, but you want to talk to me on Telegram. Like, what is that? Like, that's like talking to me on instant message. Like, get out of
Yeah.
here. We too
But
grown.
But some women don't want to give you that number right away because some dudes be stalking and shit. So I get it, but I don't like going through all them apps anyway. Especially if it's an app I ain't already on, because I hate creating profiles. Like I gotta do all this just to talk to you, and I don't even know you, so it might not work out. So yeah, I'm with you on that. But you shouldn't have blocked the group. It might be some cool people in the group. It's just you gotta watch out for the scams and shit. But
Nah, but like, oh, I'm sorry, but look, bro, like when I was in that group, bro, it was just a whole bunch of weird, like, I don't like, I don't like negativity around me. I don't like negative energy. So a lot of the people in there was like, "Oh, I'm in a wheelchair and I'm ready to kill myself, or I'm ready to unalive myself, or oh, nobody loves me. I don't got time for none of that. Like what? Like
yeah, it do be a lot of that. So I was in a group, and it was like that too. Because I was in a couple of them. I was in one group, and it was like that. And this one woman, she got a condition, but her condition is like she's scared to go outside. I forgot what you call it, but she don't go outside her house. So like that was her disability, bro.
her
Like
vitamin D levels got to be down. Her vitamin D.
yeah, definitely. And a lot of people was in there, they were like, oh, I just can't find a girlfriend. I can't find a boyfriend. I would do anything. My life is miserable. And maybe it is miserable for them, man. But I ain't gonna lie, this is just me personally. I ain't speaking for nobody else in the disability community. For me, man, I used to be depressed about my disability when I was younger, but I used to focus on what I couldn't do instead of what I could do. Once I changed the way I thought, because right before my mom passed, one of the things she said was, Michael, you need to start going outside, man. Stop just staying in the house because you disabled. Start doing stuff. And man, and she was dying, and that stuck with me. And then right after that, like a couple months later, I reconnected with a homegirl from high school. Then we started going out to the bars and shit. But it was my first time going to the bar. I was panicked. I was like, well, what if I fall? I know what if the floor is slippery? What if somebody bump into me? And she was just like, man, come on. And then so I went, had a good time. Now it was times because I had just started drinking, so I didn't really know my limit. And sometimes the floor was slippery because somebody did spill some water or liquor, and I slipped on the floor. But I mean, you get back up and it'd be cool. And then I just figured out my way as I started going. So sometimes you just be scared of stuff you ain't even try. And so, and I just once I started going out to bars and shit, then I start modeling and acting, and all that shit helped with my confidence, man. So it's like, shout out to my homegirl Kim, man. She a real one. We still cool to this day.
Yeah. Let me say this right. I'm gonna say this. I do believe that when you start getting older, right, and you start getting the realization of, yeah, I'm in a wheelchair or I have a disability, and it starts to really kick in because you're older, and you start seeing people around you that move different than you, that live life regularly, and so you like, why I can't do this or why I can't do that. Like you do, you do get depressed if you have a disability, unless you come up around a family who just like who teaches you no matter what, no matter your disability, you still a person. Yeah, they treat you like a regular person, like our families have. But you still do go through depression, like that's normal. You know what I mean? Like you gotta go through that to understand. Like it's not about what I can do. it's like you said, it's about what I can do and what I will do. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a saying of your what's your saying? Don't
Uh,
let fear be a disability, bro. Right?
that fear being a disability, yeah, that's the slogan, man. I live by
And I
that.
and I realized in that group, a lot of people let their disability be their fear, and it's just like I was just like I can't do it. Like I never. And this is what I hate about this is the problem I have with the handicap community, bro. It's like because a lot of people don't know how to live a regular life yet because a lot of people with disabilities, most of them are sheltered. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep, very much so. Yeah,
Most of them are sheltered and they got family who's like, well, he can't do this and she can't do that. So I don't know. I just don't want him to hurt himself. You know, when he goes to school, they're gonna make fun of him.
yeah. It's a
Like you.
lot.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And I feel like because I met people like that, and like, yeah, you disabled, but you come off more disabled than you are because you so chosen and afraid. Like, man, it's a lot of that in the community. I feel like the only time when you don't have that most of the time, if your parents raised you to be independent, or if you was like in a car accident and you became disabled later in life, But if you're born that way, or sometimes even when they become like that later in life, they get depressed and be not want to go outside. Because I knew a woman that uh, when she became disabled, she didn't want to go outside because she said people were staring at her. And I was like, well, people gonna stare at you. So either you gotta learn how to be okay with it and cope with it, or you just gonna be in the house for the rest of your life. Them your two choices, because people gonna stare. Kids gonna
Right,
stare. Adults stare too. But
right.
can I be honest? On the handicap, oh, this ain't handicap and chill, but on this podcast, this Rule Like Nas podcast, I gotta be honest on here. If I see somebody with a disability that I don't have, that I ain't used to seeing, I've caught myself staring too. It's only we only human, so
That's natural.
yeah,
Like
try not to, but I stare too sometimes. I try to
that's
catch my, but man, we all human. Ain't nobody perfect.
hey, look, bro, and that's why I'm very confident. Like sometimes it seems like I'm overly confident, but it's not even that. It's just I know myself now.
Right.
Like like when you first realize that I got a disability and I'm never gonna be normal. Like, but the best thing I'm never gonna be normal, but I could damn sure try to live a normal life.
Yeah, I like
When
that.
you
Put that on the shirt, man. I like that.
yeah, like when you realize that, it's like you don't worry about nothing. That's why I'm doing these podcasts. That's why I'm doing these. That's why I'm trying to be on the camera as much as possible because it builds up confidence. When you have a disability or when you go through something in life where it can be life changing, you gotta be around people who go through the same similar things as you, and you gotta do stuff where you can show your face and show your personality and all that.
Yeah, man. You gotta live your life to the fullest. No, and some disabilities may be worse than others, man. But if you can live your life to the fullest, live it. Whatever fullest means to you, man. Live your life. Life is short, man. Just try to cherish this shit, man, and live it up, man. We ain't got that long on this earth, man. So if you
That's a
can live,
fact.
live, man. I don't. I be talking to everybody, people, because they be like, "Oh, I ain't got no friends, so I ain't going out to this place." You know how many places I go out by myself? Man, go out by yourself sometime. You will meet people while you out. And then if it's like a museum or a comedy show and they're a regular, you get to know the regulars at these places if you go enough, and then you talk to them when you're there, and then you don't feel like you went out by yourself. So these are able-bodied people. I try to get them to go out more. They're like, oh, I don't got no friends. I don't got no family to go out with. Go out by yourself. Enjoy your own company, man. Once you love yourself, you unstoppable. A lot of people don't love themselves, man. Disabled or not. A lot of people just don't love themselves.
Right. That's a fact. That is a whole fact. Hey, bro, this been a great episode, bro. I had to bring you, like you know us from the Handicap and Chill podcast. So it was real professional, real, real laid back, real chill. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna get crazy on Thursday,
Yeah,
but
and we gonna turn it up.
because we gonna get crazy on Thursday because I got some stuff to talk about, things I can't talk about here because I wanted to put it on Thursday. But hey, man, before I let you go, right? If if you can talk to the next person with a disability, next person with cerebral palsy, whatever the case may be, he in a wheelchair, he got a mental disability, he going through something in life, he depressed, whatever the case may be. If you could give that person that's watching this show right now some advice that can make him look at life different and be like, yo, like, all right, if he can do it, I can do it. What would that be?
Man, I just want to tell you, like, first of all, if you need professional help, put your pride aside and go get it. Everybody need help sometime. But outside of that, man, just say you want to play basketball, but you're in a wheelchair. Try to find a wheelchair basketball team. What's the guy name that he done been to the Olympics a whole bunch of times? He had a deal with Nike. I'm drawing a blank. I follow him on Instagram. But damn, I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, that dude in real good shape. You think I got some arms? That dude in shape. So it's like, man, just do what you can do and have fun and enjoy life. If you got dreams of traveling the world, travel, man. They gotta make accommodations, but it's ways for disabled people to travel. I'm gonna try my first trip by myself next year. I'm just going somewhere in state, but I want to go somewhere by myself to say I did it. Now I'm gonna be safe, and I believe in God. I'm gonna be safe, and I'm gonna stay prayed up. But I want to go somewhere by myself. Uh, and maybe I'll find somebody in that state that I know, and so when I get there, maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. But I want to do that. That's one of my goals. I say set this for anybody, but this say people too. Set goals in life, man. Set goals like so you'll have stuff to look forward to. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it because it's a way. I didn't think I was my. I remember years ago. I've been on my own since I was 23. I'm 41 now, man. I remember when I was scared of. I was the ideal of living on my own. Terrified me. I remember that I was terrified to live on my own, and when I actually did it, I'm like, oh, this ain't hard as I thought it would be. I was in my head. I psyched myself out. So, and we do that a lot. I still do it with certain things, man. I might be doing it with driving. Maybe one day I'll overcome that. But sometimes people just psych themselves out, man, and you think you can't do stuff that you're capable of doing. You just gotta believe in it first. Because if you don't believe, then you're not gonna do it because you're not gonna try hard because you're like, oh, it's not gonna work out. You tell yourself that before you even began. So just believe in yourself, dream, set goals, and man, try to stay positive. And to my disabled community, I know sometimes it might get lonely. But if you got friends that's mean to you or not patient or feel like or act like they don't want to be bothered, I don't care if it's friends, family members, significant others, man, cut them out your life and find some people that want to hang out with you, that want to be with you, that want to do things with you, that invite you to things that they got going on in their life and the events. So just find people and keep looking till you find people. You only need about one or two real friends. You don't need 10 friends. So
Right.
that's my advice.
All right, so you got some brilliant advice, and when you was telling your advice, it made me think of some things. So let me say, first off, you said something about you might be sucking yourself out with the driving. Um, no, see, driving is a little different. It's a little difficult for us because
Yeah.
I got some parties too. It's a little difficult for us. I'm not saying you can't do it. You can't do it. Just make sure you can make things easier for you. Like talk to somebody, talk to a driving instructor, talk to somebody that will know how they can help, how they can accommodate you.
Oh yeah,
Because
I went to this. There's a place called here. It used to be called Courage Center. They told me I had to. They evaluated me. They told me what things I had to work on. One was my reaction time. My reaction time is slow, so I definitely had to work on that and improve that before I drive. So it was things like that. And yeah, some people can't. I don't know if I ever will be able to. I'm kind of okay with the not being able to drive, cause I can do Uber and Metro Mobility. I know some people that's scared to get in a car. Like they scared even when they're in a car because like they've been in an accident, so they just scared being in a car. I'm glad that's not my disability, or I don't have that issue. But yeah, and I do. I follow this dude named CP Truths. He got CP. He drive. He does drive, but his cerebral palsy isn't
as
as
bad as
severe.
ours.
Yeah, it's not as severe as ours. So he
Yeah,
walks with a limp and but he drive. He can walk backwards slowly. So yeah, I mean his is a little different, but
and
yeah,
then
but
you said, and then you said that you do things. You start to do things on your own. You do a lot of things by yourself. Hey, I learned to do a lot of things by myself too. Like you don't need a whole bunch of friends to go do what you want to do. Sometimes your friends can hold you up.
yeah, yeah.
So, so I definitely understand where you're coming from, and you just gave us some fire advice, bro. This has been a fire episode. You know what I mean? Before I let you go, I need you to give out your socials where everybody can reach you at, man.
Hey man, Mykal 57, man. I'm on TikTok, man. TikTok is I am Mykal 57. Please follow me on that. I want to follow me on that first. Then I'm on Instagram, man. Instagram is Mykal 57 underscore. On Facebook, look me up, man. Michael Watson. I got a black shirt on. I'm standing on my crutches. Follow everything I got going on with the advocacy, the rapping, the modeling,
You
the
don't even
date.
rap.
I'm dropping something next year. I said it on your pod. So hold accountable, man. I'm dropping something next year. I said it on the Rule Like NASA podcast. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know when. I ain't giving y'all no money or no date, but I'm dropping. Hey, if you see me in a magazine and in a billboard in the stores, or if you see me on one of these store websites or website period, don't be surprised because I'm still out here modeling. If you see me on the big screen, one of my goals for next year is to at least be in a movie that make it to Tubi. So let me get to Tubi, man.
Yeah, Tubi making them big bucks. You making some money. Tubi be making that money. So yeah.
Let me. I know I can. I ain't Denzel, but I can act good enough to be on Tubi. So if somebody got a plug out there, hit me up, man. I'm trying to get on Tubi, man. For so
I'm trying to
yeah,
get
man.
Jake Paul to fight me.
Oh yeah, let me get that 20 million. I'll go in the ring and fall too.
Hey, 20 million, but for 50 million, I'll make him feel like he the most dangerous person boxing. I'll do a whole seizure in the wheelchair. I'll be in this joint like,
Man, I'll do that shit for $1 million. I'll go all out. See,
fuck, you can knock me out in the wheelchair. Just, ooh.
man, that shit, man. So yeah, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, hit me up, man. Ladies, feel free to slide in my DM because I'm single. You
Nigga,
know?
this ain't a dating. Hey, get
I'm
the fuck. Hey,
everything, bro. I just gotta let them know. I gotta let them know I'm open.
All right, man. Go ahead. You open pause. Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
open for the ladies to the ladies. This for the ladies only. Hey, slide in my DM, man. You want to see what the wheelchair lifestyle like, what this crutch life is like? Then holler at the boy, man. The DMs stay open. The DMs don't never close, man. I
Tell
be
them
on.
you could.
I
Tell
be
them
on.
you could. Tell them you can hold. Tell them they can hold your third crutch.
Hey, you can hold a third crutch. You can hold it. You
Pause.
can,
Pause. That's crazy. I should have told her this and
no,
shit.
no, they can hold it. They can caress it. They can kiss it. They can suck it. Y'all do
Boy,
whatever
we get
you want to
canceled.
do. You said the third crush. Whatever you want to do with the third crush, it's cool
You can
with me.
hold it. You can hold it. Just don't break it.
I need it now. Don't break it. But you,
I'm different. I'm different. See, this is why y'all got to come over to the Handicap and Chill podcast on Thursdays. We do this stuff all the time.
yeah, that's what we do. So, hey, man, thanks for letting me come on the pod and be a guest, man. You're a real one, Rue. You're a real one, man. I appreciate it, man.
You already know, man. I'ma holler at you Thursday, bro.
For sure, for sure.
All right, man.
Peace out, y'all.
Go on. Oh shit.